Yeah.
Right, here with the King of Chroma, Ryan Walsh. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you. It's Corpus now. We've moved out to a little village 10 mile away, and I still couldn't be the king. Them two wouldn't let me, would they? You know, the funny thing I've been thinking, when I win this fight, they're going to sound British, Commonwealth and the WBO Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, I'm still not even the hardest in the village. I've got two brothers who definitely fight me for that title.
I don't know, I think Michael will probably take that, but I think Liam would just outskill you, wouldn't he? I don't think he's harder than you.
Well, that's a good shape, that, isn't it? Either way, I was stuck in the middle of them both. I am everything I am because of them, so been lucky.
When you say the village, you mean the ranch on the village?
Yeah, well, this is it. It's a little 3/4 of an acre land, and we're like a little tribe. We've even got my mum there.
3 houses?
So 3 houses and an annex.
For your mum.
My next door neighbour's my twin, Shock, and Michael's literally a stone throw. I can see his house to mine. Between that, we've got a little gym and my mum's annex. So yeah, our little modern Indian tribe is there.
The Walsh pack.
That's it. That is genuinely it. Yeah. If we was any other sort of animals, yeah, they'd say that. Yeah, we are a pack.
Truthfully, did you think these days were gone?
No, because consistency is a human superpower. Harness properly.
Well, I mean, you got Graham there, but training for nothing must be heartbreaking.
This is the thing, this is the proof. I mean, it helped having someone like Graham. Graham's been doing this longer than I've been alive, so...
Well, he's 102. He's 102.
Yeah, exactly. He was here when they wrote the first... He was here when it changed from the bare knuckle to the gloves, but yeah.
He founded Norfolk.
This is it. Well, Graham is Norfolk boxing. Graham is East Anglia boxing, you know. And well, now thankfully we've got Fabio Wardley in Ipswich, and he's doing brilliant, and he's really good for the sport. A great talker. I remember watching him for Spar Sam Sexton years ago now, and I really like him. He's good for the sport. He talks well. He's a good lad. But as far as Norfolk boxing goes, it's Graham Everett. You know, without him, you wouldn't have John Faxton, you wouldn't have Sam Sexton, you wouldn't have me and my brothers. If I've missed anyone there, there's lots of Herbie Hyde, there's lots of other fighters. You've got Billy Bird, you've got the Southern Area champion Nathan Dale. Norfolk boxing, Graham is Norfolk boxing, simple as that. Any title or champion that come in.
You've got a newish gym now, haven't you? You're not in the old place anymore.
This is crazy, yeah. To say we used to be in a little, what echoes a cow shed, which had no heating or nothing. We're in a lovely little spot now. We've got a great facility there. It's really good, plenty of room.
He wasn't expecting to still have you in there at 38 though.
No, I suppose they didn't, but then at the same time we've been different from the start. We started late in some respects. We started at 22, had hardly any amateur fights. I only had under 30. I've had hardly any pro fights. I said this to Dev earlier. I thought I'd have 50, at least 50. I know I started a little bit late. I had 5 fights in my first year. So was I too far out? Had I continued that 16 years later, would I have got my 50? Of course I would. I'd have more than that. So as you start realising it's more a business, and plus the economy's changed a lot. I've been here that long. I was about when there was a crash. I was about when the bubble burst. So now we're in I reckon we're in the best period of boxing in my whole lifetime. And I watched boxing 10 years before I got pro. I was watching it. As an amateur, I didn't watch amateurs, I watched pros. So this is the best period. Promoters coming together, a chance of this unity with everyone doing good business, making good money. Everyone seems a lot happier. Really great time, and maybe that's why I had to wait it out. Maybe that's why I stayed. I was manifesting this. I do feel very, very grateful. I feel grateful as well that I've got a chance to keep doing what I love to do.
That last fight unlocked the door, didn't it?
That's true, but I just wondered that when I was on stage. Would Reece Mould have got the call that I got had he been able to beat me? Forget the fashion, forget the knockout. Would he have then took this shot? I don't know. That's on for him and his team to know, but it's interesting. I just feel like it's all of a sudden, after 15, 16 years plus, and this fair's not fitting, it's starting to fit. And I don't know how they've got a big enough.
Good fighter, Reece. I like him. He's always been a good boy, hasn't he?
Nice lad. I think he said some things that got the best out of me, for sure. He definitely... Well, he said he was going to knock me out, and that upset me. Simple as that. They weren't yeah, that's it. He said it to my face. I'd heard he'd said it on paper. Anyone can write something. Jesus, go on Twitter, you can get your ears. He said it face to face. Even though I didn't believe he believed it, I just couldn't believe he'd heard it, because this is very powerful. If I say I'm going to do something with this, then I'm going to do everything with every bit of my being, physically and mentally, to make that happen. And when he said it, well, then everything in me rejected it.
Obviously, Sam hasn't said that, but I mean, what do you make of him as a fighter? As Frank would say, he's done everything he's been asked of him so far.
He's gone above and beyond so far. I mean, if he could have knocked Mendy out, that would have sent messages out, because Mendy's the one who beat Luke Campbell. But that Mendy, I don't think, comes with anything that I come with. All he's got is the similar edge, similar experience. But
after your last fight, you seem very keen to tell everyone about your legs still being there.
Oh, well, this is it. It was a question. I got a really great question from Adam Smith, and he says to me, how are the legs? And I didn't even thought about it properly. But when you say when I was away training, like, I have to stay active. So last year, I played 40 games of, not a great amateur standard, but 40 games. I played a lot. One was for veterans, because I'm old enough now, you have to be over 35. So I got 10 games with the veterans, and I got 30 with kids 20 years younger than me. My son, who's 18-year-old, played with me until unfortunately he had a horrific injury. And I played every minute they'd let me, every minute I could get. And I always get annoyed when they sub me. So when he asked me about my legs, it cottoned on 2 days later. He asked me that on the Thursday, on the Wednesday. We fought on the Friday. The first thing I did is smack my legs and say, they've never failed me, they've never let me down. But what he says is right. Some great fighters, the second they go.
The first thing to go, aren't they?
That's what he told me, and I didn't think of that until then. I thought of a really great British fighter, Danny Williams. Danny Williams does outlast Mike Tyson. I know he's a different Mike Tyson, takes his biggest shots because his legs are there, your foundations. Your legs are your foundation. If they deceive you, everything else falls. And now I get what he was saying. I didn't think of it like that until I thought, Danny Williams all of a sudden lost this balance, couldn't take his shot, and he's still fighting now, Danny Williams. It's crazy.
So in amongst all this consistency, without actually earning any money, did you have to go out back to work, or?
Oh yeah. I'm very fortunate. I've got a friend, but work to me, right? So I was lucky. My work entailed working with my brothers, and I had a friend who was going up on roofs. It's quite dangerous, but it's good work. It's not like hard. You're throwing all these steel roofs about, and I've got a really good friend, and he and I've got another friend who's done a bit of removals, and I'm an active person, so I need to stay active. If I'm not active, I'll start playing on my computer. Sometimes I'm playing on the computer with my kids as well. They love it. But in general, yeah, we did. We had to do things. But every time I was up there on these roofs or doing whatever, my heart and mind was one place. Because I'm still lucky enough a couple of times where I've got work with my friends. I still get to go to the gym and then do my work. We've all got bills to pay. We've all got.
So at no time when you were up on the roof and that, did you sort of think, this might be it for me now?
Well, Liam asked me a question well before anyone in this room or anyone's thought, like maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, or even again last year. Why are you doing it, Ryan? Simple, I love it. I love this unconditionally. This has been something that I didn't choose. My dad told me 24 years ago, I'm sat watching my brother lose. He's a very good guy who went on to win the schoolboy champions multiple times. I'm sat there watching. I hadn't even had an amateur fight. Obviously, the only time my dad had seen me box is against Liam and against Michael in our front room. And he goes to me, you'd beat him. I'm looking at my dad like, why are you saying that? Why? But as a dad now, I know that we see the best, and you can see potential in your own.
Your boy's going to fight?
My eldest has had 1 or 2 amateurs. My middle one's done a few skills, and my youngest, I don't think so. He's one of them. I said it to him, what my dad said. He's a year later in football because I'd done exactly what I just told my boy. You'll be good. You're big, you're fast, you're strong. You'll be good at football. A year later, he's playing. He's doing all them things. But with that regard, my dad, on my 5th amateur fight, I beat that schoolboy champion a couple of times. It was one of the most emotional fights I've ever had because I really wanted to win, prove myself, my dad, and get one back on Liam because Liam never beat that kid as the amateurs. So we've got a really nice proud record where nobody's ever beat 2 of us. Liam.
Last question, because you've got to go and do a head-to-head. Who is the current king of the board games?
There's a new one that they're doing at the minute, but it's not so much board games, it's me. Just before my last fight, Liam can't deny this, we played Scrabble, I beat him by a point, so I was buzzing with that. Just the day before my fight, or maybe on the day of my fight, either way I beat him, I was buzzing. It was a hard game though, but I reckon it's me. Off the last game, so it's less than a month ago now, or probably just about a month ago, yeah, I beat him.
You've got a new game now, do you?
The new game is this 1% Club. And it's all about logic and reading things properly. And I played the other day, we were in the front room, me, my partner, Liam, his wife, and my eldest daughter and eldest son, and we're all playing. And Liam's wife, to be fair, I reckon she was the most consistent, but the 1% person who got it right was my 18-year-old son. He was the only one who got it right, so we took the win for the house. So he's representing us, because he come from next door to come and play, and it's really good, that 1% Club. It's a great game. Really, it's annoying because once you get the answer, you're like, every time, because it's logic, and I read things wrong anyway.
You lot don't need tellies, do you?
Well, we do use them occasionally for games like this now. But yeah, we've got hands full. It's brilliant.
Great to see you, mate.
Really good to see you. Thank you very much.